Imagine if this Christmas you sat there and opened the same gift, but each time it was a slightly different color and a slightly different texture. Would you be happy with this? This is the question I'm starting to ask myself about the new Minecraft drops. As on Wednesday, they released a new snapshot with the new features for the new drop. Now, my issue with these quote-unquote new features is, well, major features of this drop is, well, a reskinned pig twice, and an effect that has already existed in the cherry blossom and the pale garden, but slightly different in every single forest now. Now, like usual with any Minecraft update slash drop, the reactions are mixed, mostly positive, but for me personally, this stinks. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to doubt the game's long-term future if we keep on heading on with these drops. I mean, we've got 3 of these things now, and all we've gotten is, well, hardcore, something that should have been in Bedrock 7 years ago. Bundle, which was brought in to solve the inventory issue, which, on all accounts, it definitely hasn't done. I mean, it took 4 years for them to add, and in that period of time, a whole lot more items have been added since then. So the bundle hasn't done its job very well, has it? And then we got another forest, like we need another forest, that obviously has retextured trees, of course, and a color change on moss that goes from green to grey. Wow, what an incredible change. Then also in that drop, we got another Enderman, but a polar opposite. Like, quite literally, it seems they wanted another Slenderman in the game, but they already had one, so they reversed everything about the current one. So with the Enderman, obviously, you can't look into its eyes, and it's its main gameplay mechanic. And with the new Slenderman, the creaking, you cannot stop looking at it, otherwise it will chase you and try to kill you like it's some sort of twisted game of what's the time, Mr. Wolf, but instead of losing, you get slowly hit by this mob until you turn around. And now we not only have an existing mob retextured twice like the wolves, which I still think I haven't used since April, we also have an effect that already existed in 2 biomes, the cherry blossom and the pale garden, and well, they're added to every single tree biome and people are treating it like it's some sort of revolutionary idea. Now, I don't know if my standards are still high or that other people's standards for the good update is just too low, but if you really look into these features, we are getting, yes, they're more frequent, but goddamn, these are terrible. I mean, if we got an update every day, there still has to be a certain standard that they would have to reach. I mean, again, what other community is happy about constant retextures and pointless features? I mean, there are so many more glaring issues with Minecraft than atmosphere. I mean, the game itself has major performance issues. I mean, there's a reason Java optimization mods exist and Bedrock's nickname is literally Bugrock. But of course, eye candy is more important. I mean, what does this even add to the game? I don't load up a game to stare at small particles.
Wow.
Like, sure, there's loads of Rain RTX videos on all kinds of games. But like, for me, when I go on a game, I want something I can actively take part in. That's why I personally rate Tricky Trials so highly, because it's something I can actively play and participate in. These drops, though, seem to stray away from that, bar hardcore, but that isn't new. And I mean, even the Pale Garden with the creaking isn't really an experience, because while the creaking does barely to none damage, and there isn't a reason to actively fight these things because there isn't really a reward. Yes, you get a creaking heart, but it's not as great as something like the mace. And obviously they can't do that every update. I'm not saying for them to do that, and I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert and give them all the answers like some Minecraft YouTubers try to do, even though half the time they're just trying to sell their mods. And even then, I don't think the game needs a massive overhaul, but yet again, I don't think this game benefits from constantly having eye candy added and nothing of value. There's just not been anything of value. And we don't even know if yearly updates are coming back, because they haven't really spoken about that, so we may just be stuck with drops for the rest of the time. And personally, I think that's a very doomy, gloomy future for the game. But I'm genuinely interested to hear your opinion, because you may have a totally different opinion and think eye candy is the greatest thing of all time, which fair enough. But if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if you want to see future content like this, then consider subscribing. But thank you for watching, and goodbye.